Hello everyone, this is Bill with Yarn Crafts for Lefties. Today we're going to be going over how to do a left twist. As you can see here on my fabric, I have this line that is traveling across. These twisted stitches can be also sometimes considered traveling stitches because if you work them offset by one each row, they give a traveling line. Also, they can be considered a cable, a 1x1 cable, because they only involve a total of 2 stitches. So you really can use a cable needle to take one, reserve it, knit the other, put it back. But to be honest, that's far more trouble than it's worth when you can do it on one needle. You just knit the stitches out of order. Now that can sound a little scary at first, but really, it's very simple and easy to do. Now we're going to involve these 2 stitches here because I have this traveling. So I'm going to do one. This was my first, and here's my second. We will work this stitch first, and then we will work this one. And by doing that, that's going to pull this stitch in front of the other one, and this one behind. So I'm going to enter this second stitch as normal for a knit. As you can see through the back, it's going through as a regular knit stitch. So we're just going to knit that one. So I have now one loop here. Now I'm just going to move this with my thumb to make it easier for you to see. And now I'm going to go into this stitch and I'm going to knit it just like we normally would. I have 2 loops here, 2 stitches here. So now we will just slide those 2 off. And please make sure that when you slide them off, you get both of them off. It is very easy to accidentally leave one of the loops on, and then you knit it. And before you know it, you end up having an extra stitch, and you're going, where did this come from? That's the most common cause, is that you didn't drop both loops. So now I'm just going to get to the next point in my fabric, where we will do a twist. So now I'm ready to do another left twist. So we will take this. We're going to knit the second stitch first. So I'm just going to go in like normal to knit it. And I knit that stitch. Now I will knit the first stitch on the needle. Both of my loops. And I'm going to let you see here what happens when you don't drop it off. See how it's really easy to leave one on? Make sure both come off, and I like to give it a little tug just so that way those loops can settle in. Now I'll work to the next one and we'll show you this again. Okay, we have 2 stitches. I'm going to knit the second stitch first, and this is just a regular knit stitch that I'm doing. I'm just doing them out of order. Now I will knit the first stitch. Again, regular knit stitch. Drop both loops off at this point, and we create our twist. And I have one more here that I can show you on. So now I'm going to go in. I'm going to knit this stitch. Again, I am working the second stitch first. Now I will knit the first one. And now that I've done that, I will drop both of those stitches off. And we have successfully created another row of left twist. Like I said, you can do this with a cable needle. What you would do is you would reserve the first stitch to the back of your work. But as you saw, it was really easy to do using the stitches on the needle. So why give yourself more work than you need to? Hope you found this lesson with Yarn Crafts for Lefties helpful. This is Bill. Happy knitting.